Hey internet, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a first impressions video on some Sailormoon makeup. So I've been picking up a few bits and pieces of what I could find. In fact, one of them I picked up when I was in Japan, so I've had it for a little while now, which is probably not great, but I haven't opened any of it, so I'm hoping that it's still okay. This stuff is all, I think I mentioned that all of this makeup is actually from Japan, so it isn't like color popped using the commercial rights of Sailormoon to make Sailormoon makeup. It's a bit different to that, and usually a lot of this makeup I find to be quite expensive, and I don't even know if they're any good quality, because I feel like most people who buy this makeup are just fans of the series and they just want to have the like, you'll see some of it looks really nice. They look like the brooches and things that the Senshi would normally have when they transform, so it's nice, but is the makeup any good? I don't know. And that's what I want to find out. So I've got a bare face right now because I couldn't quite remember what all these products are, but I'll show you them in detail. So we've got one here which is for cheeks, and then this one I think is a face powder. We've got this one here which is lip color, and then this one I think is foundation. But if not, I have like all my makeup here anyways. As you can see, I don't really have anything specifically for the eyes, which is okay. I've got enough product for that. So we're just gonna test out what we have, use them how we can, and see how we go. I'm so excited. Like, I've been wanting to, you guys don't know that these containers have been sitting on my desk for ages now, and I just want to use them or display them. If they're really pretty, because I haven't opened any of them, then I want to display them. I'm just gonna apply a little lip balm first because my lips are feeling a bit dry. I've been basically indoors with heating for months now, as I assume most Australians have been. So I have been experiencing drier skin than usual. Let's start off with what I assume is the foundation, because that makes the most sense. So this is the box it comes in. Oh wow, how pretty is that? Guys, look. This is like Sailormoon's transformation brooch, and then a Luna compact. This is so cool. Like, my teenage self is just fangirling right now. I'm gonna take this compact out first. I think this is a mirror. It just strikes me as potentially a mirror. So not actually, yeah. It's a little, I don't want to like reflect anything to you. I don't want to reflect any light back to you, but yeah, it's a mirror. I don't know how to open this, showing you guys this is basically what it looks like in the box. So I'm gonna take this out, which seems to be the compact, and this is the stuff. I think this is the brooch. It looks exactly like the brooch that Sailormoon would have on her chest. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, it's hollow. There's a mirror on the inside, which means the product is probably sitting under this compartment. It is foundation. Okay, awesome. Only one compact though, so hopefully it's good and it's my match. It's a big risk there that it might not be my color match, but I'm assuming that a lot of Asian cosmetics, they don't tend to have a big range in terms of color shades. I think it's because they're catering towards a more slimmer audience. That's my guess. I wish they generally had a bigger range, because even like, I feel like I would sit quite in the demographic that a lot of Asian cosmetics aim for, and even I don't think I can always find my match. So but anyways, so this is the packet. I'm just gonna open it up. I think I just gotta install it. Also, there's a little puff here as well. Okay, I'm just gonna install it in here. All right, so it's all installed. I love this. All right, so it's all installed, and if you open it up, it's just like any CC cushion, and then underneath is the actual foundation, which I think is protected by this layer. Kind of looks like my color match, kind of. We will see. All right, let's give this a shot. I hope. There's quite a lot of product in here, to be honest, and I feel like it might. Okay, I'm lucky. It does actually match me pretty okay. It's a little, no, I would say it matches pretty okay. I almost feel like it's a little bit yellowish, like it feels more yellow tone than usual, but once it's on fully, you won't even be able to tell. So let me just do this side of my face first. I think what I'm going to do right after this video is try and figure out how I can get refills, because I love cushion foundations and I've used them for quite a bit, which means I know that they run out pretty fast, at least for me. And so I usually always have a couple refills stored away. Just need to pin my hair up. I'm just going to go over my eyes, even though I kind of use it as primer now. But it just kind of gets the skin tone all nice and even. That's the main reason. Okay, I think this is as even as I can get it in real life. What do you guys think? It feels a little like a mask. I don't know. I'm not loving the color. It feels really yellow toned on the viewfinder. I don't know what it looks like in real life. Like actually in real life it doesn't look too bad. In the viewfinder it looks much more yellow toned. So don't know how it's coming across in camera. I will find out when I edit this video. But yeah, it's good coverage though, right? I think it's pretty good coverage. All right, let me do the other side and then I'll be back. I think I'm pretty much done with my foundation. I will say generally it feels like it functions like most other cushion creams that I've used. It feels pretty thick, like feels pretty heavy on, which I think the one I really like to use is the Dior Snow. Yeah, Dior Snow. And I don't find it to be as heavy. I feel like it like melts into my skin better and it looks more natural. This kind of looks like pretty thick makeup. So pros and cons, depends if that's something you want or not. For me, I prefer something that lets my natural skin shine through a little bit. But generally, not too bad. Feels fine. I don't really notice it. So far, so good. All right, so I'll put that aside. And I'm going to move on to the next product, which I think is face powder, which is what I would need in this instance. I don't know if I'm actually not sure if I'm going to need concealer because I feel like the foundation was pretty thick. So I might actually just skip concealer. So this is the next box and it's so pretty. And I have a feeling I'm going to really like this product because if I remember correctly, I think it's kind of a crystal flower. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. How can I show you guys this? Look how amazing this is. So pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I can totally see why people buy this makeup. I don't know if it's functional. I almost don't even care if it's functional because it's that pretty. Sorry, I feel like I'm being really obnoxious. If you grew up with Sailormoon, which I did, one of the series that I love dearly. I'm not sure if you can see the granulars inside the little circles. They remind me of the Guerlain highlighting powder, but it's not really highlighting for Guerlain. It's almost like a face powder, so that's what I'm going to treat this as. There's no smell. We even have this sponge on top, which is very similar to what Guerlain does. No smell at all. I'm just going to assume this is face powder. It says color powder on the packaging, but in my experience with Guerlain, it's so subtle that it really acts more like a face powder. I'm going to use this brush because I feel like it's appropriate. And just sweep that across my face. I'm just going to pat it in my face. Honestly, I actually don't even know if this foundation needs powder. Because as I'm putting it on now, I'm realizing that the foundation has pretty much dried quite matte. And didn't really move around. Doesn't really need setting. So this could be all in vain. But I'm doing it anyways. The more I look at this foundation, I'm like, don't know if I actually like it. The color match isn't for me. Face powder was nice, but didn't feel totally necessary. But this would look amazing on somebody's desk. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, my desk is a bit too messy to appreciate this, but like imagine if this was in the backdrop somewhere. This would be great actually as a backdrop. Might just leave it back here for future videos. It's just so nice looking. But functionally, I think a regular face powder is gonna do you just fine. Okay, I need to put blush on, but I feel like my face feels really flat, like it just is very one-dimensional. So I'm gonna go and put on a little bit of bronzer. Actually, not bronzer. I might put on some darker face powder. Medium dark face powder is what I like to use when I'm trying to do a little bit of contouring. And I'm not even contouring, I'm just trying to add a little bit more dimension back to my face. This is exactly why I'm not a big fan of very heavy foundation, because I'm quite happy with the texture of my skin, so I kind of like my skin to just come through, just even out some of the redness and the darkness around my eyes is really all I want out of a foundation, because then I don't need to kind of put back the contours and shapes, but that's totally fine. Okay, got my mirror now, so let's see how I go. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I've done proper makeup. I want to spend a bit more time getting back into it because there's some new cosplay outfits that I'm working on. Nothing groundbreaking, to be honest. I just want to do more cosplay because I really missed it, and I feel like my makeup arsenal, sorry, I just realized I have all these fluffy bits from the brush before. My makeup arsenal and maybe my makeup skills, I don't know, have hopefully improved since the last time I did major cosplay. And so I'm really hoping that I can combine the two. I don't know if I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do full-fledged cosplay videos where I show the costume making process, because that would be so tedious. But I am gonna blog about it a lot more. So I did start up a new blog called A Fable in Time. I'll link it down below. It is my official cosplay blog. If you followed me for any length of time, you'll know that I used to have a blog or a website called, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is uneven. It feels like this is an even patch here. I had a website called Extreme Motion. That was where I used to host a lot of my cosplay adventures, but I just don't feel like the name suits me anymore. So I moved it over to A Fable in Time because everything I do has the word Fable in it for some reason. And yeah, that's where I'll be putting all my cosplay adventures. But I think I will do videos of the makeup transformation. So it's kind of like the Book of Fables, when I used to just be like this and then I would transform into something or do some makeup look. I was trying to avoid that for a while because I thought that would be really boring, because a lot of the makeup looks for cosplay characters is just regular makeup. But then I thought, you know what, who cares? I think I'll do it because I want to do it. And so there. So those are, oh, I need to put on some primer after this. So that's probably the makeup looks that I will be doing in the future, which is why I want to get back into cosplay. How's this looking? I feel like I got punched in the nose here. Like a bit too much. Probably shouldn't use such a big brush to contour my nose. Got lazy. And I'm not even really trying to contour my nose, I just want a little bit of the definition back in my face, which I feel like this foundation kind of took away by being so heavy-handed. But again, there's plenty of people who love that sort of makeup. You know, when I do cosplay outfits, I generally do like a heavier hand of makeup because it does come off a little bit more anime-ish. That makes sense? Okay. I don't know if I got a lot more dimension. I feel like it's quite dark here because I went heavy-handed with the brush, but that's okay. We're going to move right along. I just ignore it, move on to the blush. So actually, should I do my eyes first or should I do my blush? You know what? I'm going to quickly do my eyes. I might just speed up this next bit because it doesn't really matter what I'm doing. I just need to put something on my eyes so it feels like it balances, because I usually do my eyes first, then my face. So let's do that. think I'm done with my eyes. I've gone for something really simple. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the cheek product. It's this one here. And Moon Cosmic Power. All right. Oh, okay. It's wrapped up in this. Oh, it's another brooch. I actually don't have very much, if any, Sailor Moon memorabilia, but this is the start of my collection. I can't believe I don't have any. Growing up as a kid, I worshipped her. I just find it surprising that I don't. All right, that's what it looks like. There's a little tiny puff in here as well. And then we have plastic on top, and that's powder blush. It's actually a really great color. I could definitely use that. But it's so, oh my gosh. I just love it. Oh. I feel like when I go back to edit this video, I'm gonna hate myself for being so obnoxiously fangirly over everything. But the feelings are real. Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty light. All right, gotta really get your brush in there and give it a good swirl to get pigmentation. Wow, it's light pigmentation, very light. Okay, you barely can see it on the viewfinder, but you can start to see it now in real life. It's very, very pink though. Don't, like in the pan, I quite like it, but I think in real life I need something a little bit more orangey toned. I don't think my skin tone suits a very like bubblegum pink sort of color, but this is what came with it, so I'm going to wear it regardless. It's so good, I love it. I'm gonna put the plastic back in because the plastic itself actually has, you can see a design on it. I think you guys can already tell that this isn't stuff that I'm going to use on the regular. This is stuff that I'm going to keep forever and treasure. I'm just going to apply a little bit of highlighter. Just because. Just to complete my face. Very subtle though. I'm using the Bobbi Brown shimmer brick, party shimmer brick. It was I think it was like a December, like a Christmas limited edition. I've had it for years and it's lasted a great deal. All right, final product, the lip product. So this is basically like Sailor Moon's wand. Rich pink is the color. I think you can buy this in different colors. I'm not totally sure, but this is what it looks like. It's definitely like her scepter or wand. Okay, it's kind of like, oh yeah, it's like a crayon. Basically, it's kind of like a lip crayon, and there's a little twisty thing here so you can push it up when you're running low. Let's see what it looks like. It's very pink. Not surprised. It is quite creamy, but I don't know, the it says rich pink, that's the color. In here it doesn't look as bubblegummy pink, but upon application it feels very pink. It feels really nice. This color is not for me though. I'm not a very pink sort of person. I feel like I'm more corals or muted pinks, things like that. Sorry, I keep looking at the viewfinder. I find that really annoying when people do that, but I keep doing it. It feels really good. So I like the quality of the lip product. I might actually see if there's a more muted rose or darker version that I could use, because I like the feeling. It's really nice. I love this scepter, obviously. It's so cute. The color is not really me. So that's pretty much all I can say. I don't think it looks terrible though. You guys can tell me if you think it looks terrible. Please don't tell me you think it looks terrible. But yeah, so that's everything that I purchased Sailor Moon related, and that's pretty much my entire makeup look. Very neutral, very wearable. And yeah, overall, if I ever find more Sailor Moon makeup, I will definitely buy it because the feels just, but definitely would not be buying it for quality. I don't think that this is what I would consider top-notch, especially the foundation. I'm still kind of iffy on the foundation. The powder felt like it wasn't really much. The blush, I wish it was more pigmented. because it felt really, really subtle. But the lip product is probably the best one out of all four of them. But then of course, because it's Sailor Moon, and I don't remember the exact pricing for everything, but I know that everything was way overpriced. Like maybe the blush was $40. I know that the foundation with the Luna Compact, that was almost bridging $100 Australian. That's Australian converting back. So it's extremely expensive. So you wouldn't be buying it for the makeup because you can get way better makeup for way less. And if you want to spend those sort of prices then on just makeup and you're not about the Sailor Moon, then go like Chanel and Dior. They're actually really pretty good. So, but for the fandom, it's worth it. That's like my personal opinion. If you love Sailor Moon, if you love anime, if you're like old school otaku, then this is totally worth it and I have no regrets whatsoever. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I really love this video and I'm so glad I finally filmed it. I'm gonna decorate something with this. Actually, you'll probably see this one in the background in the future. But yes, thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to the internet.